Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name's Farah Halaby and I'm a professional Mr. My Life coach, and as always I'm going to start by asking you a question. Who are you? Or who do you think you are? When you think about yourself, like let's just say you were to go into, I don't know, a networking meeting, or you were required to tell someone about yourself. Either you've just been introduced or you're in just a social setting and someone goes, all right, how you doing? Tell me a bit about yourself. What would you say? How would you describe yourself? How would you be able to explain the you that is you? How do you do that? Well, first of all, do you know who you are? Because sometimes, and I'm going to go out and actually say all the time, who we are, who we think we are, it's all made up. We've created certain beliefs about ourselves. We've picked up things along the way, along this little journey called life. And we've created stories and rules and beliefs and generated these feelings based on what we think and what we believe about ourselves. And sometimes what we have created or what we believe about ourselves doesn't really align with who we want to be, or who we truly think we are deep in our core. Like, we feel different to how we're showing up in our lives, and there's this misaligned. It's almost like the character that we play, or the role that we play, or the mask that we wear doesn't really align with who we really are, but yet we chug on day to day, just putting out personas, masks, different personalities of ourselves. Now, think about the roles that you perform. Think about what you do in your life, whether it be in your work, in your business, in your home, in your family relationships, in your community, in all of the areas that you do you. What's different in all of those different roles? What's different, or how do you act? How do you behave? How do you show up that's different to each of the other arenas in your world? How much effort and energy do you put into performing the act that is you in your family, in your work, in your community, when you're on your own? Who are you when you're on your own? Who are you when you're not with an audience? Who are you when there's no one to act or perform in front of? Who are you to yourself? At the foundation of thinking about all of this, there's a story, there's an idea, there's a thought that's percolating. The challenge of explaining, understanding who you are. But that's the starting point to change. So I'd like you to have a think about what I've just asked you. Have a think about who you are, how you explain yourself. Not how you explain yourself, but how would you explain the you that is you to someone else? How do you explain it to yourself? How do you describe yourself to yourself? What's the internal voice saying to you when I'm asking you, who are you? For a lot of the amazing ladies that I work with, there is this sense of portraying the roles that they have in their lives from a place of how they should act, what should be that perceived role, how they should be acting, how they should be showing up, how they're expected, how they think that part of their life should be acted out, or how the person that they are in that part of their life should be acted out. And note the use of the word act, because we're all putting out versions of ourselves, whether it be from a place of who we really are, who we think we should be, who we want to be, what we're expected to be, whether it be our own expectations or whether it be the expectations of others. How much energy goes into playing the part of you in each of the roles of your life? And if you are tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, just feeling out of sorts, not feeling like you are the real you in any of those areas, and that when it's just you and no one else, just me, myself and I, there's still that misalignment. You don't feel quite comfortable. You don't quite feel settled. Because even when you're alone, there are these expectations, there are these thoughts of what you should be doing, how you should be being, what you could be doing, what you ought to be doing, how you're not being or doing what it is that is beneficial to you. You know, if you're wasting time, if you're wasting energy, even on your own, even when you're on your Todd, you're still feeling a little bit out of sorts. If that's you, and you have had enough of that, you want that to change, you want to find that alignment in all of the parts of your life. You want to be you, be the authentic you, be the real you, be the you that you don't have to avoid, detract from, the you that you are unapologetic about, the you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created to go out there and to do all of the things that you want to do, to be with the people that you want to be with, to be in the situations that you want to be in a way that serves you, motivates you, inspires you, energizes you, serves you, and you are serving in each of those areas. What difference would that make in your life? How much energy would you give? Would you spend? Would you put out there if it was in an arena, or if it was coming from a place of doing you, being you, without having to please anyone, without having to appease anyone, and coming from a place of that foundational confidence and security that you are creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that your goal is to please him, and that he has given you everything in this world. He created you on purpose, for a purpose. He didn't create you to be like everyone else. He didn't create you as a carbon copy of anyone else. You were created with all of your unique traits, personalities, characteristics, your unique purpose in this world. So what's stopping you being the you that you want to be in the life that you want to have? If those questions are bringing up lots of answers that you can't find, or lots of they're bringing up more questions than you can answer, then I've got just the thing for you. I shall be running a class on Thursday the 4th of May at 11 o'clock British Summer Time. And today, subhanAllah, it is glorious. I really feel that it is British summertime. It's not raining, mashallah, but it's a lovely day, subhanAllah. But I'll be running a class called Create the Life You Want to Live a Life You Love, to help you find that alignment, to help you find and begin that pathway to being the you that you want to be, living the life that you want to live, and absolutely loving that life, knowing that you are living the life that you want, to live a life that you love and that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, what would not be to love about that? Especially if you are a professional Muslim woman who has a lot going on in her life, who does a lot of things, who plays a lot of roles, who wears a lot of hijabs, or none. This is for you. As you know, my name's Farah Halaby, and I'm super duper excited to be running this class next Thursday, May the 4th at 11 o'clock in the morning, British Summer Time. The link to join is either above or below, depending where you're watching this, but join me and let's spend about an hour or so together, really helping you begin that journey of creating the life that you want, to live a life you love. I look forward to seeing you in the class. If I don't see you before, I pray that you are safe, well and healthy, inshallah, and I'll see you very soon. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.